Good afternoon and welcome to the graduation for the class of 2014 of Spanaway Lake High School. My name is Jared Erickson and I have the honor of being the Master of Ceremonies for today's commencement. Before we start, there are a few points that I'd like to review. We request that you do not come down to the floor to take photographs or videotape. There is a professional photographer who will take photographs of your graduate receiving his or her diploma. Information to order photographs can be found with your graduate's diploma. As the graduates enter, please do not try to give them anything or ask them to pose for pictures. We do not want to disrupt the processional. When your graduate's name is read, please be considerate of others and do not make excessive noise. Please do not use air horns, artificial noisemakers, beach balls, or other disruptive items during the ceremony. We do not want anyone to miss hearing his or her graduate's name being read. Following the ceremony, the graduates will return to the exhibition hall. They will then exit the building and proceed outside. Please remember, this is a formal ceremony, a time when we treat everyone with respect and recognize and honor our graduates with pride and dignity. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, Spanaway Lake High School NJROTC Honor Guard and the presentation of today's dignitaries. Mr. Tom Siegel has served as the Bethel School District Superintendent since 2001. Before coming to Bethel, Mr. Siegel held a similar position in Boulder, Colorado. Prior to his work in public education, he served in the United States Navy for 25 years, completing his military career as a commander. Mr. Siegel is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Delaney Salter. Ms. Jennifer Bethman is the Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education. She has been in the Bethel School District since the fall of 1991. Ms. Bethman earned her master's degree in educational administration from City University. Ms. Bethman is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Micah Brown. Next, I would like to introduce the Bethel School District Board of Directors. President Brenda Rogers has served since November of 2003. President Rogers attended San Francisco State University and studied construction management. President Rogers is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Carl Tolentino. Vice President Stanley Chapin has served since April of 2012. Vice President Chapin has a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration from Chapman University. Vice President Chapin is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Taylor Trujillo. Director John Manning has served on the board since December of 2006. Director Manning is a graduate of University High School in Spokane, Washington, and is retired from the United States Air Force. Director Manning is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Rosel Sabato. Director Warren Smith attended Tacoma Community College and studied business administration. Director Smith served on Bethel's board from 1986 to 1999 and has served as president of the Washington State School Directors Association for 4 years. Mr. Smith has been a director on the Bethel School Board since January of 2013. Director Smith is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Molly Markward. Director Amy Pavetta Hoffman has served on the board since November of 2013. She has a Juris Doctor degree from the University of Montana School of Law. Director Pavetta Hoffman is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Dominic Klockman. And Ms. Julie Boblitz is our principal at Spanaway Lake High School. She has been in the Bethel School District for over 25 years. Ms. Boblitz has a bachelor's degree in education from Central Washington University and a master's degree in education from City University in curriculum and instruction. Ms. Boblitz is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Nick Splinter. Following Ms. Boblitz are Spanaway Lake High School's assistant principals. Ms. Susan Main has spent 33 years in education. Ms. Main has a bachelor's degree in education from Boise State University and a master's degree in education from the College of Idaho. Mr. Scott Martin has spent 9 years in the Bethel School District. Mr. Martin has a bachelor's degree from Whitworth College and a master's degree in teaching and a master's degree in educational administration from City University. Ms. Michelle Scott Beach has spent 20 years in the Bethel School District. Ms. Scott Beach has a bachelor's degree in teaching from the University of Washington. She has a master's degree in multicultural education and educational administration from the University of Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, our Bethel School District administrators, school board directors, and Spanaway Lake administrators. Finally, Ms. Brooke Wilkinson teaches health and fitness at Spanaway Lake High School and will assist me today in reading the names of graduates during the senior roll call. Ms. Wilkinson has taught at Spanaway Lake High School for 15 years. She has a bachelor's degree from Central Washington University and a master's degree from Antioch University. Ms. Wilkinson is escorted by Junior Honor Guard Edward John Munya. And I'm Jared Erickson. I have taught social studies at Spanaway Lake for 10 years. I have a bachelor's degree from Central Washington University and a master's degree in educational administration from City University of Seattle. We would like to thank the countless other faculty and staff of Spanaway Lake High School who helped to make this graduation ceremony possible. The remaining junior honor guards who will be assisting graduates on the floor and should be recognized for their outstanding academic achievement are Miguel Hernandez Ramirez, Angeline Cruz, Jasmine Carlson, and Camille Lansing. Many seniors you'll see today are wearing cords that signify academic success. Seniors wearing gold cords are those standing in the top 5% of their class. Silver cords represent those in the top 10% of their class. Teal cords represent completion of advanced placement and honors classes. Spanaway Lake's valedictorian for 2014 is Marjorie Rasmussen, and the salutatorian is Caitlin Kidd. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the outstanding faculty and staff of Spanaway Lake High School. And now, the Spanaway Lake High School class of 2014. Now, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Spanaway Lake High School NJROTC Color Guard and the Pledge of Allegiance led today by Senior Class Secretary Treasurer Raylan Mogaway.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. For the senior class retrospective, here is class of 2014 President Rachel Sysinski.
Before I get started, I would like to thank every teacher, administrator, and staff member at Spanaway Lake High School because it is because of each and every one of you that every year after we leave, the Sentinel spirit carries on. I know it's a cliche to say anything along the lines of, we've made it, or we're finally here, but it's the first thing that really comes to mind when I think about graduation. So many years have been dedicated to reaching this exact moment that now that we're finally here, it feels surreal. Movies and television make high school out to be this be-all, end-all of our younger years, but in reality, it's only 4, and well, for us, only 3 years of our entire existence. It's a tiny fraction compared to the rest of our lives. Things that seem like such a huge deal now will eventually fade away and be forgotten. It'll boil down to a few key moments of high school, one of those being today. It did go and come in a whirlwind like everybody warned us it would, and now that it's all said and done, whether you listen to every speech or you only listen enough for people to call your name, you'll never forget the day you graduated high school. We've had the interesting experience of growing up in two different centuries. We are the millennials, a generation defined by its predecessors for how self-absorbed we all appear to be. However, very few take the time to figure out why. Every year, they alter the expectations of what defines a successful high school student. Under the weight of AP classes, year-round sports, tons of clubs, community service activities, most of us having a job as well, and on top of everything, college applications, we ended up coming out on top. So maybe, yeah, we are a little self-absorbed, but it's because despite the rising cost of college tuition every year, we seem to make enough scholarship money to afford to go. We're self-absorbed because even though getting into college is as competitive as it's ever been, more and more of us are going each year. So maybe we're a little self-absorbed because we've worked hard for the right to be. So now is the time to relish in our accomplishments. We must move forward and continue to grow, innovate, and progress. Our biggest enemy will be to grow lethargic. It is amazing to think of what so many of us have accomplished given the last 3 years in high school. I can only imagine what you guys will do with the rest of your lives. I'm going to end here with a quote because sometimes it's better when somebody else has already said it first. So I'll part here with you with this. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, sky's the limit. Thank you.
To offer the response to the seniors, I'm pleased to introduce the principal of Spanaway Lake High School, Ms. Julie Boblitz.
Thank you for being here to celebrate with us the graduation of the Spanaway Lake High School class of 2014. Class of 2014, for the last 3 years, you have been on a journey that has prepared you to embark on the next stage of your life. There have been smiles and tears, success and failure, excitement and disappointment, and memories that you will hold for a lifetime. The exciting is that your journey is just now beginning. Right now, you are at a place in life full of opportunity and adventure. The choices you make over the next several years, the opportunities you take advantage of, and doors you decide to open will determine how your life unfolds. The class of 2014 has met high academic standards, excelling not only in the classroom, but most importantly, in your community. You have dedicated thousands of hours of community service and have been recognized for countless accomplishments. The Sentinel Robotics team, made up largely of young men and women from this year's graduating class, had their best season ever. The 8 seniors on the team had to overcome many obstacles in the last few years. This year, they went and competed against 70 other teams and went nose to nose with some of the best robotic teams in Washington and Oregon. They showed them that we Sentinels can compete by making it to the finals in both events they competed in. Many of our seniors were in the vanguard of learning in a technology-rich classroom environment in both their comm arts and social studies classes. They were able to not only complete their assignments using technology, but gain 21st century collaboration and innovation skills applicable both in college and in the workplace. A group of them even gave an outstanding presentation on blended learning to a large group of educational leaders at Pacific Lutheran University. 5 of our seniors represented Spanaway Lake High School and went to all-state choir competition. 4 seniors signed athletic scholarships. Our cheer team took 2nd place in state, of which there were 5 seniors. Volleyball also made it to state. 8 were seniors. And we have a senior representing both Spanaway Lake High School and the Pierce County Skills Center. She is going to Kansas City, Missouri for the Skills USA National Competition in the Health Knowledge Bowl on June 23rd. Class of 2014, you have collectively earned over $3.8 million in scholarships, and you understand the importance of continuing your education. Through all your years as a Sentinel, you have learned that Spanaway Lake is not a building that makes a great class, a great school, and a great staff. It is the people who walk its halls, who carry on our traditions, and understand the importance of respecting and taking care of each other. Class of 2014, you are choosing your new beginning. Always remember, you choose your path. You choose your influence, and you choose your success. Only you can choose to make the world a better place. On behalf of the staff of Spanaway Lake High School, we are so very, very proud of you and wish you well on your journey. Congratulations and good luck.
And now for the commencement address by valedictorian Marjorie Rasmussen and salutatorian Caitlin Kidd.
Good evening. I'd like to thank all of the family and friends in the audience, but also high school graduates. Thank your family and your friends in the audience, because we couldn't have made through 13 years of school without them. We have gone through the 13 years of school not only in education, but in all of the life struggles that we have had to deal with. Even in kindergarten, we had to go onto the buses the very first day, the very first time. It might have been terrifying at first, clinging to our parents' legs at the edge of the sidewalk, but now we go on the bus every day. In elementary, we had to go through separating from our friends, only to find that they were in the other classroom down the hall. In junior high, we had to deal with uniforms and advisory, picking out what kind of career we'd want to do for the rest of our lives. Now we are ending high school. We went through hard classes, sports, clubs, jobs, handled a huge responsibility in managing our time. We had to go through drama. We had to make sure that we could hold our patience with irritating people. We went through so much, but yet we have to go so far from now. Now that we are ending our education at Spanaway Lake High School, we have one last challenge, and that's saying goodbye to each other. From now here, we have to deal with obstacles that we will deal with in our life in the future. They will become more complex, harder to deal with. Just like we had to step on the bus for the first time, now we must step into a new school, a new job, a new house, or a new continent overseas. When we face obstacles in our life, it seems hard at first. It seems like we can't get through it, like there's no way to get past it. But every time we do, every time we persevere. So now that we have gone through this part of our lives, we must look towards the future and keep positive and persevere. Thank you.
Well, Sentinels, we did it. We finished high school, but now what? Well, high school actually helps you figure that out. It's kind of like a sampler plate. You know, when you go to a restaurant and you don't know what to get, so you get a sampler plate, a little bit of everything? Well, that's what high school is like, a little bit of everything in life. Say your favorite part of high school was sports. Maybe you could be a professional athlete or a personal trainer. Or maybe your favorite part of school was your friends. Maybe you could be a social worker or a psychologist or even a politician. High school helps you figure out what you want to do with your life, and that's really important. And once you figure that out, don't settle for anything less. Mr. Krause, the choir teacher here, taught me that. He doesn't settle for any sound less than he wants. He will make the choir repeat the beginning of a song 10 times over just to get the sound he wants. I want every person in the class of 2014 to be like that. Don't settle for a life that you don't want to be part of. Achieve your dream. I know most of us need a job, and we probably won't get into the job we want right now, but keep striving. Keep striving to get the job you want and the life you want. And most importantly, believe in yourselves. I know it's a cliche, but it's really important. Because if you don't believe that you can achieve your dreams, you won't try to. So believe in yourself, then make a plan, because you can't conquer the world in one step. Make it realistic, and then, in the words of Nike, just do it.
To perform The Night is Young, here's the Spanaway Lake High School Choir under the direction of Mr. Bernard Krause. To present the class of 2014, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Bethel Public Schools, Mr. Tom Siegel.
As superintendent, it is my duty and personal privilege to certify that these graduates have met the graduation requirements of the state of Washington and the Bethel School District. And I am proud to present Spanaway Lake High School's graduating class of 2014.
And now, to accept the class of 2014, it is my pleasure to introduce the President of the Bethel School District Board of Directors, Ms. Brenda Rogers.
Today, I am privileged to speak to you, your family, faculty, and friends. You and those around you have worked really hard to get here, and you all should be really proud. You made it. All those classes, comm arts, math, science, history, PE, advisory, all those tests, spelling tests, vocabulary tests, pop quizzes, map tests, the MSP, your driving test, PSAT, SAT, the ACT, the AP, the Compass, the ASVAB, and of course, the end of course assessments, the high school proficiency exam. Thank goodness, all that testing's over. Well, okay, not so fast. Actually, the testing's just about to begin. And I'm not thinking about the exams you'll take in college, proficiency assessments in the military, or evaluations on the job, although all of those are important and imminent. No, I'm thinking now about the tests that your parents, your grandparents, maybe your great-great-great-great-grandparents faced. The challenge to get to this country and be a part of it, centuries ago, or maybe just yesterday. They envisioned our liberty and struggled to see that we kept it. They faced wars, depressions, and natural disasters. They strove for equality for all of our people. They built a vast land with great cities, new technologies, and the gift of a public education, a gift that's so important to our families, our community, and our country. Isn't it great that they accomplished all these things so we can enjoy living in this wonderful country of opportunity? We can get a great job, have a house, a car, and a really, really big screen TV. Of course, we'll pay taxes, keep the law, and we really should vote. But the world changes every day. The next tests you face will be different from those of earlier generations, and we don't know exactly what they'll look like. But there are some things that we do know. We know that you can never take our liberty and equality for granted. We know that you will be expected to do more and do it faster. We know you will have to access and comprehend an explosion of information. We know that you will see increased pressure on global resources. And we know that you will face more competition from other people in faraway places of the world. How you perform will decide what kind of a future we all share. Will you care for those who are not as able, healthy, or as educated as yourselves? Will your generation cure disease, further explore our universe, produce new energy and clean water? Will you protect our democracy and freedom and continue to lead in the world? Will you form strong, healthy families? Will you be sure that you preserve, improve upon, and pass on the gift of an education? How will you prepare for these tests? Well, learn. Never stop learning. It's a job for your lifetime. Love. Love yourself. Love your family. Love the family you'll create. Love your neighbor. And love those people you may never meet, but who share our common humanity. And lead. Lead by example. Every choice that you make is going to affect you and your world for years to come. Operate with integrity, imagination, and compassion. I'll be cheering for you on those tests, but I'm not worried. I've been watching you since you were in preschool. The class of 2014 has had to prove itself academically more than any other class in history. And I am so certain that you will all become exemplary citizens of our community, our country, and our world, that I'm going to start each of you off with an A+. The Board of Directors congratulates you, and on their behalf, I am very proud to accept the class of 2014.
And now, Miss Brooke Wilkinson and Mr. Jared Erickson will call the senior roll. School board directors, Mr. John Manning and Mr. Warren Smith will present diplomas. Graduates in the first row, would you please rise and approach the stage?
Marjorie Rasmussen.
Dakota Smith.
Caitlin Kidd.
Amber Escott.
Kaylee Rohr.
Ugochukwu Nadi.
Anisha Herndon.
Enrique Reyes.
Rachel Sizinski.
Junior Caleb.
Audrey Napati.
Becca Lazama.
Arlesia Ortiz.
Joseph Martin.
Jesse Titi Ali'i.
Kayla Norton.
Philip Hood.
Rachel D'Souza.
Kareem Babs.
Joycelyn Manabusin.
Kendall Jakes.
Haley Rennie.
Jeremiah Bowden.
Kristen Equal.
Eric McKinney.
Alexandra Santos Perez.
Starlin Reyes.
Ricky Johnson.
Anthony Jenkins.
Young Nam.
Christian Melendez.
Vincent Summerfield Jr.
Hassani Hart.
Nathaniel Washington.
Augustus Dow.
Ray Ogo Jr.
Brianna Garbett.
Monisha Wiggins.
Alexis Herrera.
Brittany Brooks.
Quiana Lawrence.
Rashonda James.
Serena Banks.
Janae Haslett.
Perry Doidge.
Dylan Kraus.
Jessica Aploni.
Casey Hatham.
Richard Bolander.
Terahito Kondo.
Anthony Kelly.
Ryan Phillips.
Daniel Kimbley.
Caitlin Wells.
Deontay Edwards.
Adrian Pulido.
Adam Vasquez.
Cameron Sheldrew.
Kirsten Rowley.
Joey Baumgartner.
Juan Relaford.
Elena Vlahas.
AJ Perez.
Maria Moreda.
Edwin Cruz.
Melina Vehar.
Emily Longshore.
Brian Maroney.
Amanda Coria.
Tyler Finley Johnson.
Brandon Mercier.
Brittany Hager.
Jesse Hamlin.
Leonid Mosaretti.
Andre McDonald.
Bogdan Karcha.
Michael Cole.
Dakota Pierce.
Stephen McCraven.
Alicia Clark.
Alexandra Trejo.
Sarah Hooper.
Corey Robertson.
Wilburn Conklin IV.
Joshua McDonald.
Last name is Rincars, and Junior also.
Jacob McGill.
James Rincars.
Quirino Rodriguez.
Tui Din.
Jeremiah Curtis.
Brandon Obispo.
Kayla McAuliffe.
Jesselyn Tamonte.
Eric Reyes.
Marquise Bradley.
Deshaun Wilson.
Daquan Patterson.
Sahara Thornton.
Emily Arnong.
Aubriana Patterson.
Desiree Jackson.
Nayeli Gonzalez.
Joshua Diego.
Brianna Grushella.
Kyle Garrett.
Nicole Doyle.
Tiffany Schaefer.
Samantha McCord.
Jenna Holiday.
Allie Fox.
Tanya Marler.
Kriana Bonner.
Tiffany Ham.
Monique Montgomery.
Jennifer Ham.
Caitlin Parker.
Megan Province.
Tynetta Stumble.
Autumn Armijo.
Amanda DeGrazia.
Cole Misley.
Andrew Johnson.
Garrett Valenzuela.
Edward Connors.
Brittany Mullis.
Kyle Harai.
Justice Ladenberg.
I'm not looking at faces now. I'm literally just looking at you. Nathan Cornwall.
Alexis Milhorn.
Alyssa Fincham.
Madison Davis.
Miranda Bortz.
Jacob Zambrano.
Not a good time. Joshua Bonds.
Connie Smith.
Good timing. Megan Ewert.
Jay Lee.
Josiah Sangapolu.
Gabrielle So.
Pirawat Apisit.
Juanita Tang.
Ronald Molina.
Kayla Sear.
Rowan Trinidad.
Treyon Roche.
Leonard James Smith.
Michael Conway.
Michael Ryan Delahaye.
Jaron Butler.
Patrick Carroll.
Jeffrey Canonizato.
Bradley Dean.
Cynthia Luna.
Carissa Wong.
Genesis Marcano Rivera.
Caitlin Toman.
Andriana Montoya.
Ronald Ward.
Jason Wilson.
Daryl Hartman.
Tyler Woods.
Brianna Richter.
Austin Davis.
Dennis Cafton.
Mariah Hernandez.
Nicole Foreman.
Angelica Perez.
Alicia La Jeunesse.
Jessica Zuniga.
Milani Cruz.
Ana E. Pastrana.
Tiana Wynn.
Darius Heath.
Can you call me Zach Smith? That's my name.
Shane San Nicolas. Donovan Phillip.
Zach Smith.
Donovan Phillip.
Mary Hall.
Michael Johnson.
Jimmy Best.
Nathan Hooper.
Jerome Peak Bell.
Sarah Wallace.
Joshua Zedike.
Jeremy Irwin.
Timothy McInnes.
That's right. Amelia Lingle.
Margaret Cox.
Aaliyah Wire.
Alejandro Diaz Cornelio.
Michael Becken.
Jose Estrada.
Alan Shiflett.
Sean Bowman.
Ryan Borneman.
Patrick Awaji.
He'll guide you, don't worry. Just shake whichever hand is your turn. Terrence Libo.
Victoria Campbell.
Kylon Perez.
Isabella Gibson.
Sarah Toman.
Lauren Beck.
I know, but same. Rebecca Couts.
Joshua Soto.
Kristen Ryan.
Sabrina Tyree.
Elizabeth Alvarado.
Brianne Wells.
Christine Page.
Cassandra Howell.
Antonio Villa.
Thomas McGinnis.
Zachary Brendelson.
Troy Niemeyer.
Franco Quintanilla.
Raphael Adrian.
Austin Hatfield.
Cordell Jotsko.
Melissa Mills.
Haley Madrano.
Tara Gurlt.
Ruth Walker.
Daniel Coverdell.
Tyra Baker.
Robert Bronberger.
Lori Charlie.
I look at the names first, I look at the faces, sorry. Devlin Brady.
Haley Nelson.
Sebastian Randolph.
Constance Clausen.
Jennifer Delegard.
Eric Sterling.
Caitlin Gardner.
Shannon Bagwell.
Mitchell Tracy.
Julia Atoigui.
Noah Ellingnack.
Mackenzie Gardner.
Mark Hernandez Moy.
Heaven Arrington.
Elizabeth Uti.
Bree Chargalov.
Hayden Ahrens.
Kiana Brown.
Kadeem Pedersen.
Shalia Haynes.
Jordan Lankfurt.
Timothy Estes.
Alicia McGuffin.
Zeth Fernandez.
Corey Johnson.
Amanda Landry.
Jasmine Elizondo.
Alicia West.
Mihaela Gorash.
Yevgeny Sobko.
Emily Fry.
Savina Hernandez.
Kayla Cerna.
David Glessman.
Ryan O'Neill.
Alicia Long.
Kaylee Mills.
Mark Nation.
Carrie Davidson.
Marcus Bartlett.
Dustin Klein.
Brianna King.
Craig Ray.
Bailey Hex.
Justin Harris.
Faison Dean.
Anthony Hernandez. Elisa Martinez.
Kirsten Ortiz.
Sojourner Channel.
Brianna Moore.
Giovanni Torres.
Devin Young.
Taya Hamilton.
Raylan Magawai.
Kiera Peterson.
Blessing Moore.
And now, to direct the moving of the tassel, Senior Class Vice President Audrey Napati and Class Representative Ugo Nadi.
And to signify that we have now graduated,
We're going to move the tassels from the right to the left. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the graduates of Spanaway Lake High School, class of 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program this evening. You may meet your graduates outside the Tacoma Dome. Graduates, please exit the floor at the direction of the Honor Guard, following the dignitaries and staff. Thank you.